scientist! I've been working on a painting of my sunflower plant. What do you think? Wait, what? Mia says it doesn't look quite right. What do you mean plants don't have mouths? Well, if they don't have mouths, how do they eat? We know that plants are living things, so they must eat and drink some other way. Maybe if we learn about the parts of a plant and how they work, we can figure out how they eat without mouths. Let's investigate. Here we are. I thought if we headed back to my backyard, we could find a few plants to look at more closely in my garden. What about this one? All right, I can see two of the main parts of this plant. First, the long thin part is the stem. The stem holds all the plant's parts together. And next, we have the leaves. Leaves can be all different shapes and sizes, depending on the plant, but they usually stick out of the stem and grow toward the top of it. If we take a peek underground and beneath the soil, we see the plant's roots. These keep the plant in place and help it stand up straight. I know I need to water the plants in my garden, but how do they drink the water? Let's watch what happens when I water this one. The water seeps into the ground and the roots soak up the water. So this is how they drink. Then the water is sent up through the stem to the rest of the plant. So plants drink through their roots, but I don't think that's how they get food. If the roots are for drinking and the stem is for moving things back and forth, what do you think the leaves might do? If the leaves grow up high toward the sun, do you think that's important? A lot of times, they even face the sun. Why would that be? Because that's where their food comes from. The leaves soak up the sunlight. They also help the plant breathe air. Then, they do something amazing. The sunlight, air, and water all mix together inside the plant to make its food. The way that all plants' body parts work together is so cool. Let's head back up to the science studio to see how these parts work on my flower. Then maybe I can fix my painting so everything looks just right. We're back. Why don't you pause the video and take a moment to find the leaves, stem, and roots of my sunflower plant in your science sketchbook. And I'll start painting. So we have the roots, a stem, and the leaves. Now I know why I have to keep my plant by the window, so it can get enough sunlight for its food. No mouth needed. But this is different. My plant has a flower on it. What could that be for? Since living things have to reproduce or have babies, could flowers help plants make new plants? If you look closely in the middle of a flower, you might be able to see seeds. Flowers and fruit hold the seeds of a plant. Do you remember what seeds help the plant do? That's right. That's where a new baby plant is formed. Sometimes flowers grow into fruits. Have you ever found the tiny seeds inside of an apple core? That's where the apple tree plant holds its seeds. Other parts of the apple tree look a little different too, like how the stem is a thick wooden trunk. So plants' bodies look and act a lot different than ours. They can even look really different from one another. But plants can still eat and breathe and make new plants too. Thanks for helping me today, scientist. Until next time, keep creating. And I'll see you again in the Science Studio.
Hey, hey.